All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you. Let's try that once again. Good morning. Everyone, before I start with the formal proceedings of the day, I would urge all of you that let's start with a bit of warm-up. Wherever you are seated, I want you to raise both your hands up in the air. Both your hands. Okay. No, you're not supposed to release the energy or clear the chakras. Let me see both your hands up in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I have been just given to hands up. Let's keep them up, sir. Both hands. Yes. So I've been given to understand that yesterday, for the first time ever in Siem Reap, the pub street in Cambodia was deserted. Because yesterday you all managed to convert the hotel poolside into pub street. Please put your hands together for yourself for being such amazing party people. Because that's equally important. While we are here every day, doing a lot of knowledge sharing, networking, wisdom sharing, but all work and no play makes you a dull cashew. So it's very important, and yesterday you all proved beyond any measure that everyone who works hard can party hard as well. It was an incredible night, and what a fabulous ending to, at least as far as the partying is concerned, for the World Cashew Conference 2024. Well, I'm here, your host yet again, Ruchika Davar, and this is our final business session of the day. We shall wind up by lunchtime, and just requesting you all, as and when you exit the hall, please remember to leave your translation headsets on the same table. The pavilion, however, the expo pavilion, will continue to remain open till about 5 o'clock. So if that is something you've been putting off till the last day, today is the day when you can go around, have a look. The pavilion will be open for a considerable time post-lunch as well. So ladies and gentlemen, we've had 2 amazing days of knowledge session, and we've got huge panels earlier on the stage. But what we've got coming up for you now is literally the jumbo jet or Airbus A380 of all the panels put together. We've got so many people coming up, distinguished people from the cashew value chain coming up, and we have joined these 2 sessions. So our business session on technology, innovation and food safety, 1 and 2, are joined together, and they are being chaired by none other than the cashew industry expert, Mr. Shakti. So let's give him a round of applause as I invite him to take his chair on the stage. Mr. Shakti is an expert in the cashew value chain interventions and has enjoyed working with private and development partners on various cashew projects, supporting cashew processing in different parts of Africa and processing initiative at origin and sectoral needs. And inviting next for this session is Mr. Nam Nguyen from Vietmold. Let's give him a round of applause, everyone, as Mr. Nam Nguyen joins us up. Our next speaker for this session will be Mr. Ethan Truong from CMV, a director at the Cashew Machine Vietnam since May 2020. During this short time, he has really focused on Africa and has helped the company grow its presence in Benin, Ivory Coast, and several other West African countries. Let's hear it for Mr. Ethan Truong. So I want to check up, do we have Mr. Sarathi from Gayatri Tech? Yeah, so Mr. Sarathi is not here. Our next speaker for this session will be from GOYUM Screw Press, Mr. Ankur Chitroda. With over 10 years in technical sales, engineering and design, Ankur is an accomplished professional in the edible oil industry, and as a former design and proposal engineer, he has led various successful oil mill projects, presently serving as senior sales and marketing manager at GOYUM Screw Press. Ankur oversees operations across Nigeria, Benin, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Togo, Zambia, and Ethiopia, driving substantial sales growth and executing major projects. Welcome, Ankur sir, on the stage. Inviting our next speaker for this session from ATCO, Mr. Kristoffer Dahlinger. Mr. Kristoffer works for ATCO in Germany, and after having studied business economics, he started as a commodity trader in Hamburg. He began his career trading vegetable oils and fats and has been handling the cashew and the Brazil nut position at ATCO for over the last 12 years. First, he started as an importer of kernels, and quickly the volume grew. And in 2017, the company decided to build a brand new cashew processing factory in Vietnam to produce premium cashew qualities. Moving on, Mr. Sasisekar K of nanoPix ISS Pvt Limited joins us next. Mr. Sasisekar is the CEO of nanoPix, which makes nano sorter cashew grading machines, and along with his wife and 150 people team, they make grading machines that provide multiple grades in a single pass at high accuracy, reducing both multiple pass and brokens as well. They serve over 10 countries, 900 plus customers, and 1400 plus unit in the field. A technologist with a bunch of patents to his name, he is a PhD alumnus of IISc Bangalore in computer algorithms and masters from IIT Madras in controls and semiconductor technology. A very warm welcome, sir. Yeah, thank you. All right, next up, Mr. Jeevan Saldanha is yet again somebody who's no stranger to the World Cashew Conference and of course the cashew processing machinery. He did his BE in mechanical engineering from SJCE Mysore and was a design engineer working for several companies before he founded Spectrum Industries in '93. As a CEO of Spectrum, he was the pioneer in the manufacture of electronic color sorting machinery in India. They now manufacture complete plants and turnkey solutions for processing all types of food grains and cereals, which are exported to over 30 countries across Europe, Africa, Asia, and Far East. Mr. Jeevan Saldanha was also the president of District Industries Association, president of Kanara Chamber of Commerce and Industry, chairman of Institute of Management Committee of the Government ITI Mangalore, and the past chairman of CII, the Confederation of Indian Industry, Mangalore Zone. A very warm welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue the applause. Let's begin with some energy in the morning. Our next speaker in this session will be Mr. Joy Liao from MEYER, the head of sales of MEYER sorting cashew sector. MEYER is a world-leading supplier of intelligent identification equipment with more than 30 years history, and their high-quality solutions for intelligent sorting and inspection have now delivered to over 100 countries, covering more than 50,000 customers. After 10 years of working in MEYER, Mr. Liao has accumulated a lot of experience and insights into cashew sorting machinery. A very warm welcome to Mr. Liao on the stage. Our final speaker, our final panelist on the stage, Mr. Nhat Van from Peterson Eco 2 Company Limited. Do we have Mr. Nhat? Yes, sir. A deputy managing director at Eco 2 Company, which provides solution for pest control, non-toxic fumigation and preservation. With a master's degree in mechanical engineering, Mr. Nhat has been working in the field since 2010 and has had an opportunity to work with a lot of big companies and groups in various commodities such as tobacco, cashew, almond, hazelnut, cocoa bean, raisin, sesame, you name it, and they've done it. And most of the work that he has done with cashew companies to comprehend their difficulties and providing them with diverse solutions for investment, technology appropriate with demand for each company, whether it is a small volume or a big one. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, I leave this session in the hands of Mr. Shakti Pal. Have a good one, everyone. This is your final day. Let's keep it engaging. Let's keep our energy levels high, everyone. Let's keep the vibe high.
Thank you, Ruchika. Thanks for, that's a very heavy lifting job, and they did it so well. And technology is not just was able to just bring this big expansions, but they also ensured that whatever they do, they are well in compliant with responding to the market needs, market compliance, food safety, code of conduct, worker safety, environment, everything. And that was the beauty of this panel. And So let me give a little brief about this panel. We have here 5 different categories of equipment suppliers. First category, which are trunky players who actually design the overall plant. And then we have other equipment suppliers around 3 who are having expertise in something very specific of some specific sections. And then we have suppliers on the food safety compliance part, and at last we have one person who came from the market and would like to talk about food safety. And thus we thought about that all the time when we think the past, cashew processing was very notorious about food safety. In past 20 years back, whenever we see cashew processing, his hands are burning, poor conditions. And that's how this technologies actually boom up and supported not only the production, but also the human component. And today they sit together. That's a great thing. So without losing much time, let me invite our first speaker, Mr. Nam from Vietmold. They are one of the well-known trunky project people. They actually are in every single geography where the cashew is processed. That's a great thing. So beyond boundaries, I will invite Mr. Nam. Please stage is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Shakti. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nam. So we are Vietmold cashew machine manufacturer in Vietnam. I think most of you in here have know or heard about Vietmold machine. And, thanks for giving us a chance to be here to present about the innovation in technology and processing machinery. Vietmold have over 15 years at the place, and we are focusing about innovation in cashew processing with a high quality to keeping the original of the quality of the nuts, mean like a nutrition, color, smell and taste from the origin of the nuts, where we transfer from the natural nuts to white kernel. Currently, in the cashew processing in general and the cashew processing machine manufacturing industry in particularly, we have the significant advantage and improvements at all stages of processing. But as you may know, there are some issues that appear during 2 main important stages, that is cutting and peeling process. Okay, sorry. So firstly, I would like to talk about the selling of the cashew nuts. And as you see in the diagrams on the screen, cashew shelling machine have had many improvements to increase productivity, more effective rates, and more automation. But there are some still backlog and challenge for machinery manufacturer. What you see in some of the backlog, like uncut or scoop, potential bracket, or we can see some like a corner bracket. And the last one, that is oil contamination. So what is the solution? So we have some of advice. That is first that we have to standardize the initial processing step and some input data for the system of X material. What you see, I have shown on the screen. Using cutting head with a standard nut fitting structure. The fitting structure important that it can keep one by one. If we get some more, it will be more stuck and uncut. Precision of machine cutting mold on the jaws and the blades, what some people can call live. make up specialized material with high durability. That is important that you can use longer time and maybe some of the stone or foreign metal. The second, that is data on of origin of raw material, nuts, cashew nuts, combined with the moisture measuring or device or tester at the raw cashew nut silo and automatic weighting scale system. This data will be transmitted to the control system of the, like a steam cooker. Then from there, the system will be provide appropriate machine operating parameter like a steamer time, steaming time, and process pressure, temperature. And the moisture measuring device tester integrated in the cooling silo, transmits data to the shell control system, the shelling machines, and it will be giving you appropriate the parameter to control the machine, like a shelling speed, centrifugal speed, like a scooping, a partly cut. One more thing in processing by machinery, that is have to remind of the maintenance and cleaning. That is two things important for processing by machinery. And you see in the diagram, the first, that is the raw nuts, moisture control, and some of cleaning the stoner, macadamic for the blade, calibrator, sizing, and the steam. And the last diagram, you can see that is to avoid oil contamination. So after cutting the shell and partly cut, the kernel will be mixed. So how to keep separating that kind of material to avoid material mixing, that keep longer time will be effective oil contamination. And the next slide, I would like to show you some data what we have recorded from IVC from June to December, what we have got it. So some of the nut size you can see on the table, that the capacity of the sizing and the performance, I mean uncut and broken, we are getting. So A size, A plus, B, C. And the machine will be controlled by the program that is seen on the screen. So when the machine is running, there are some of the signal to show you, and even that the apps on the controller can be connecting with the network, our iCloud. You can checking outside or inside for management. That you will help for production. So the next slide I would like to show you, talk about the peeling machine. So in the process of this state, the production cost in the peeling stage is the highest, and this is the stage that determines the productivity of the factory. Although currently generation of the peeling machine have had many improvements and more automation, there are still backlog and challenge. What you see in some of the backlog, like unpeeled breast, 10 to 15%, more labor needs to handle and limit factory productivity will be stuck. And one of the things important, what you see in the boxes, humidify, and make a quality reduction, it's costly, post-processing cost. So some of the solution to advise, that's the first, that is standard die of the initial process, like a dryer, like a bomber, with the timing, with the temperature. And using high performance of peeling, using automatic vent, control the pressure. It's too high. So the next slide I would like to show you, talk about the peeling machine. So in the process of this state, the production cost in the peeling stage is the highest, and this is the stage that determines the productivity of the factory. Although currently generation of the peeling machine have had many improvements and more automation, there are still backlog and challenge. What you see in some of the backlog, like unpeeled rate, 10 to 15%, more labor needs to handle and limit factory productivity will be stuck. And one of the things important, what you see in the foxes, humidify, and make a quality reduction, it's costly, post-processing cost. So some of the solution to advise, that's the first, that is standard die of the initial process, like a dryer, like a bomber, with the timing, with the temperature. And using high performance of peeling, using automatic vent, control the pressure. It's too higher pressure, we will make it high broken or less unpeeled, so up and down. One thing that is important, that humidifier system have specialized moisture measure device to control the moisture importing and affecting to the quality of the nuts. So this data will be linked to peeling machine system to provide the most parameter to operating the machine. So the last slide, I would like to show you that we have the moisture recover technology, the new technology solution that we have make less impact on cashew kernel to ensuring that retain their original color, nutrition, flavor. We have success test in the new technology solution and equipment peeling machine at some factory, and reduce unpeeled rates up to 2 to 5%, and broken rates also reduced 2 to 5% compared to current model equipment. So we will surely marketing and commercial production in this time, and we hope this will be a big advance and solving one of the backlog in cashew industry. So I would like to make a conclusion for this. So in conclusion, that first we have to standardize initial stage like a procurement, and with the technology solution, and link all the data between processing stages, how to production process will be standardized, flexible, strict, closely following the characteristic of the raw cashew nuts origin, minimizing impact human errors, ensuring stability in processing stages, productivity rate, ensuring output product has with a stable quality. And thank you for your attention. I hope you found this present will be useful, and wishing you and your family health and prosperity in New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nam. Vietmold was very, very engaged in a lot of innovations. So we call them innovative people, and they brought a lot of innovations. I will not take questions at the moment, and I will go to our second speaker, Mr. Ethan. Mr. Ethan is from Cashew Machine, Vietnam, CMB. They had installed their equipment outside in the pavilion. You can go and see there. Very high quality cashew equipment suppliers and the bulk suppliers. When I say bulk supplier, means everywhere. Wherever you go, you see them everywhere. Mr. Ethan is not coming with a presentation, so let me take two questions directly from him. Mr. Ethan, tell me one thing. What changed in last 3 years in your technologies?
Good morning. I am Ethan, Director of CMB Cashew Machine Vietnam. So thank you for your question from Mr. Shakti. I would like to talk about the improvement from the technology and cashew machine since the last 3 years. The first is the technology of the shelling machine. We improve a lot of things and to increase the capacity, like in IVC we have more than 10 units with the capacity more than 10,000 tons per year. And reduce a lot of uncut, broken, and the worker and electric power also. And the peeling, actually in Vietnam we have so many cashew machine suppliers. This first is the Vietmold, is the luxury option, and we are the flexible option. So behind Vietmold and CMV we have some other company also, but our main market in Africa, and we deliver the simple machine for the local worker, for the maintenance, for operation, and we look forward to the cheaper cost of the sprayer and the cost of production. That's
Okay, now let me come with straightforward question. When we say technology, how we always use them, how they are capable of reducing workforce, and second thing is how they improve the quality, and one of the key performance indicator is what is the percentage of holes these days you are achieving now. I remember till last year benchmarking in Africa was around 70%. What do you think this year benchmarking? In 2022, maximum percentage of holes was around 70%. Last year, with your equipment, what you achieved? Percentage of holes in final packing.
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, like what is the percentage of holes? If someone is using your equipment,
Yes.
what percentage of holes they will pack in the final packing? Is 70%, 75%, 76%?
Actually, our machine, we can reach, shelling machine, we can reach at least 95% of the hole rate. And the broken rate is not more than 5%.
That's in deshelling, but I'm talking about the final pack.
Until from ASEAN to end of product, we are warranty for not more than 18% for broken rate.
And that's true. Within a year, the benchmarking changed from 70 to 80%. That's a big achievement. And
So,
that's,
in Vietnam, actually we can manage at less than 15%, but in Africa.
yes. But we never thought one day that with equipments, we will be having around 80% holes. And I'm very honored to say that most of both the suppliers, Vietmold as well as VCM, anyone who is using their machines, they are achieving those results. They are achieving around 80%, 82% holes. And that is really helping them a lot how to repay that capex upfront when they're putting the money in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let me invite our third speaker, Mr. Liao from MEYER. They are the most preferred and referred sellers of color sorters. Color sorters play a major role in cashew processing, which actually helps in the reduction of a lot of workers, but at the same time, reduction of touching hands on the kernel, and that reflects into food safety a lot. So stage is yours, Mr. Liao.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jeevan from China, MEYER Sorting Solutions. We are a leading supplier of intelligent sorting equipment with more than 30 years history. I'm so glad to be here to make the presentation about cashew sorting, grading technologies. For now, as the pictures show, we can provide sorting solutions for all kinds of cashew corners, like a whole corner, split corner, broken corner, pieces, burma, share, and ASEAN. In terms of hardware, take one example. Our products equipped with the ultra clear camera system that has low distortion camera lens, reaching the smallest recognition area to 0.0025 square millimeter. It makes sure it allows you material recognition more clear. What's more, we have also developed the 3.0 generation of maglev ejector, offering more accurate rejection up to 1,200 times per second. In terms of software, we would like to make an explanation about our latest technology, deep learning. Some customers ask us, what is deep learning? Deep learning is the study that makes use of neural networks to imitate functionality like our human brain, can analyze the data and provide output accordingly. It based on the massive sample database, can quickly build and iterate the deep learning sorting models, recognizing the complex foreign materials and defects that traditional algorithm is hard to deal with. For models, now we have different sorting solutions for the whole cashew processing chain from ASEAN to kernel to pieces. And for operation, now our machines are very smart and easy to operate. Even a baby can control them. You can control your production line status anytime, anywhere. And I want to speak more, but the time's up. I would like to conclude with a short video. Help you understand us.
MEYER was founded in 1993 and listed on the air share market in 2012. MEYER is China's leading high-tech enterprise focusing on the R&D and manufacturing of optotronic intelligent identification equipment. MEYER is committed to applying intelligent identification technology to cashew sorting and processing by developing a full range of cashew color sorters, such as CF series, KM series, KF series, KFS3 series, K4 series, KS4 series, CG.A series, M series, XS series, XM series, XL series, etc. The whole scene sorting solution can be provided to raw cashew separation, whole cashew separation, split separation, broken pieces separation, tester separation, scorched separation, medium spot separation, shell separation, foreign material separation, and so on. MEYER brand new cashew color sorter equipped with AI deep learning technology based on massive cashew sorting data can quickly build and iterate deep learning sorting models to break the problems of micro-color difference, mold and spores which are difficult to solve with traditional color sorters, significantly improving the sorting efficiency and impurities such as single spot, multiple spot, micro-color difference, skin, insect spots, mold and wrinkled skin of cashew kernels. In addition, based on engineering design and intelligent manufacturing, the structure of the whole machine is highly standardized and modularized, which greatly enhance the stability and reliability. MEYER is dedicated to creating more value for cashew processors.
You have a good stay in Cambodia.
Thank you, Joe. Thanks a lot. Can you imagine one machine replaced more than 250 employees? Sometimes we feel it's not right, but if you see the way industry grown up, how these millions of farmers increased raw nut production from with almost more than double in last 10, 15 years, then you see the impact is really, really big. I remember when I used to be in processing in 94, 95, to do this job, I used to have 500 or 400 workers, and that is replaced by one machine. And that was one of the obstacles we used to have to go for food safety. It's not easy to really achieve food safety certifications when kernels are touched so many times by so many people. We used to have a lot of problem with E. coli because of the touch. These days, it's hard to see any type of claims from the market on E. coli, which is great. Thank you. Before I invite other speaker, I would like to ask, can you put a video from Gayatri Industries? They are also one of the major turnkey suppliers of equipment, very innovative, really innovative, and each day they come up with a sort of, art of the state type of plants. They are from India. They also have stall over there. Unfortunately, Mr. Shakti, I didn't see him here today. So let's see the video, and then we'll start with the...
GI Agrotech India Private Limited has established in August 2023 state-of-the-art cashew processing unit at Brahmadesan, south of Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. GI Agrotech India is a first-of-its-kind green building model in cashew industry with unique world-class infrastructure. The plant is developed with ESG, environment, society and governance as the core foundation of our business. Environment, by giving back to nature, air and water, and use of energy meticulously with least impact on the clean environment. This is the basis of evaluating an organization's ethical behavioral performance. With our passion of excellence, have set up a benchmark for the cashew industry world over to follow. Society. The plant, situated in rural industrial backward area, provides direct employment to about 500 workers, unskilled women in particular. We have empowered the workforce by equal opportunity, training and job skills to become smart workers to handle latest technology and cashew processing safe and secure. Governance. Meeting all legal and statutory rules of the government. Equal pay for equal job, providing clean, safe and secure working environment for workers. Plant showcases maximum automation encompassing HACCP DRC standards and incorporating latest global food safety initiatives from raw material to final product packing. The infrared and ultraviolet radiation system ensures full-log reduction of microbes in packed cashew kernel. It aims to facilitate R&D in cashew processing technology towards continuous improvement to benefit cashew processors world over. We train engineers and technicians in processing and machinery maintenance skills and help processors to adopt latest in processing technology. The business model, first of its kind for cashew industry, collaboration between kernel processor and machinery and technology provider. The cashew processing model can be readily adopted in Africa context to empower village folks in cashew industry towards sustainable development.
Specific case when an equipment supplier thought to be a cashew processor. And the idea was to see, every day we do a lot of innovations, and sometimes these innovations wonders and sometimes those fails. So the idea that we will not do innovation at the cost of a client. So they try to do all the innovation within the plant, improvise their equipment, and once they are satisfied, only then they launch that equipment, which is a great initiative. In past, industry suffered a lot with a lot of new trials. I'm talking especially in 2013, 2010 onwards till 2017. There was a lot of new equipment coming in and a lot of new versions are coming in, and it was not all the time the purchases was right. And these are the learnings which some of the equipment suppliers took in consideration. It's a great initiative. Now, are from a category, they are the champions in multi-grade grading system. And multi-grade, the way the scale is increasing, the operations scales these days, a very normal scale is 50 tons per day. That means 15,000 metric tons per year. And up to that scale, this is the minimum these days on any emerging industry. Now, there is a need of a lot of people still on the grading side. There are some innovation came in last 7-8 years where these two champions bring their equipments, even further cutting down a lot of manpower as well as the same time enhancing efficiencies. So let me invite the very first of them, Mr. Sasisekar. He's from nanoPix. The stage is yours, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sasisekar. I represent nanoPix. We make nanosorters that grade cashew. Next slide, please. So we make machines that can actually take kernels from the peeling machine to directly grading inspection through a set of process by which we can grade all the grades that are possible in cashew. Next slide. So direct from peeling, we can actually get 8 grades in a single pass, 4 grades on the size, and then 2 grades on the defects. We can get the rejects out, which includes bad kernels, shell, and foreign matter. And we can also separate out the splits and the brokens. We also have a value-added color grading program through which you can actually separate out the whites, the plain kernels which are not very bright. You can get the spotted kernels out. You can get the watermark, husk, the variety of husk categories that we can actually separate out. And we can also remove the rejects, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so general question will be like, why nanoPix? Why nanosorter? Okay, so we are the pioneer in this industry. We and also the leader in the industry. We have 12 plus years of experience in grading cashew. And not just grading cashew, it is about delivering highest value to the customer in terms of retaining the best kernels in the best bins. We have, sorry, can you, yeah, thank you. We have patented AI-enabled technology that has been energizing this company for many years. We have 26 patents across 80 countries. But it's not about this technology that matters. What matters is how this technology is adding value to business. How we are able to use this technology to increase value proposition to people running cashew business. And that's what we claim as our credit. We have the platform that is very proven. It has very deep learning of the processing across ages, across demographies, across seasons, across origins of kernels, and across the end market. So the kernel grading depends on so many various factors, and we have immense amount of deep learning in all these segments. We have about 1,400 plus machines in the market, and it's growing. And we continuously support all these customers in various countries. 10 countries, we have our service present. We have our service engineer present in Ivory Coast. We have service engineer in Benin. We have somebody in Nigeria. We have people in Vietnam. And across India, we have a large network of service engineers who actually provide service to customers on an instant basis. And the value benefit from our machine to the customer is in terms of getting high quality cashew kernels retained in the high value bin, and hence they get the maximum value. So for an example, if there is a 7% of your 240s going to your 320s, that loss in a year can culminate to a large value end of the year for a 50-ton factory. So this is where we actually play our value proposition to the customer. We give the accuracies at the same time the right and the high value produce in the high value bins. And a typical saving of about $36,000 annually in a 10-ton plant. For every 10 ton you process by using our machine, you can kind of save $36,000 a year. Next. So we have also integrated systems to which you can actually run multiple machines, and then you can, the machine can collaborate. We can actually have a common setting across machines by which you can get similar grades across many machines. Next slide, please. So there is a mechanism to collect all these kernels. We have many examples like this. Next slide. So this is one snapshot of about 14 machines working in tandem in the largest cashew factory in India, where they're using our machines to grade kernels and create high value for their kernel. Can you play the video, please?
As the name suggests, MEYER is colorful and so is its behavior. Designed with customers' inputs and needs, nanoSorter MEYER offers the right combination of speed and accuracy. It is powered by NanoVision, an indigenously developed vision technology dedicated to identify cashew nuts by size, color, shape and surface characteristics. The possibilities with NanoVision are practically limitless, and that's the reason MEYER gives you the power to grade and export directly from peeling machine. Yes, you heard it right. Output from peeling machine can now be directly graded and can be exported without any further inspection. The possibilities with MEYER don't stop at that. You get an Android app with the machine which can be used to set the machine. As a user, you can modify the grades that will help you customize the output as per your own unique needs. MEYER gives customizable 7 grades for size and color. With 200 kilograms per hour capacity, you can easily grade over 3 tons of cashews per day. The automatic feeding system of nanoSorter MEYER powered by NanoVision helps unassisted high-efficiency feeding of cashew kernels to achieve throughput. nanoSorter MEYER is truly the next generation grading machine in the industry. No more dependency on labor, no more grade inconsistency. One machine for all your grading needs. nanoSorter MEYER by nanoPix. Imagine your future.
It's not about replacing some workers in the floor. It is more about providing consistency, providing value to your end customer, create grades that are consistent across, variations in your origin, variations in your processing, and then finally, retain the significant value in the highest value bins and get maximized profit. Okay, so the key takeaways from nanoSorter are your high value retention in your high value bins, and you get more money for your produce. We have 1,000 plus customers globally and expanding. 1,400 plus units globally in 10 plus countries, and we have about 12 years of experience doing this. There are large factories which are running about 200 plus tons a day, like Arise, Bullock, Olam, who use our machines, and also customers who are very, very quality sensitive, like Kalbavi Cashews, Kamakshi Exports, Krishibal, who are actually very, very conscious about their quality, who also use our machines. So it's not just about the volume, it's also about the quality simultaneously. And that's what we offer. Thanks a lot for your patient listening and watching, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashi. Thank you very much. One machine which serves to all scale, small, medium to big, depends on your needs. You integrate them as you customize them, and that is there to serve you. Let me invite our next speaker, Mr. Jeevan Saldanha from Spectrum Industries. They are also one of the champions of the similar technologies in a different way. Stage is yours, sir.
A very good morning to all of you. Thank you, Shakti, for the introduction. Well, I'm here to speak on the automation solutions post-peeling. in the cashew industry. So, okay, so this is Spectrum. We are the pioneers in sorting in India. We was founded in the year 1993 with the manufacturing of color sorters, primarily for coffee and the allied seed industry. We're headquartered in Mangalore, which is a port city and, in the southern part of India. We've been in this business for 30 years. It's been a long journey for Spectrum. We have about 2,000 sorters installed all over the world, about 10,000 other machines. We make complete seed cleaning, grading, and solid sorting solutions. We handle about 70 different applications, and we cover about 30 countries. The workforce is about 150 strong. It's an ISO 9000 company. The products are CE certified. That's just a brief about what we do. It's recognized as a design house after the setup of the R&D unit with recruits from the best institutes, good in-house staff training, etc. Coming down to delivering competitive advantages in the cashew industry, our offerings are as follows. We have post-peeling, we have the belt sorter. This is suitable for sorting brittle materials, so whole cashew kernels can be sorted without breakage. They have advantage of 24 hours of operation, and the accuracy on quality of sorting is above 95%. Capacities go up to 5,000 kilograms per hour or higher, completely controlled, computer controlled, and plug-and-play systems. And these machines have been manufactured over the last 20 years, the belt sorters. So I would say trouble-free in operation, and very high resolution RGB full color CCD cameras with about 3,000 to 4,000 scans per second, 19,200 pixel full color CCD cameras. Similarly, with the channel sorters, these are used for sorting the pieces. You could use it for sorting baby beds, SWP, LWP, and also we have machines in stainless steel for sorting the shelled kernel, where you can remove the residual kernels in the shell. So another area of use is where the kernels, after being cut, they have some shell which tend to give an oil stain. So the sorter removes the oil in the shell, and the shell's there, so that gives you a cleaner kernel without the oil stain. These machines use RGB full color CCD cameras too, 5,400 pixel into 3 trilinear CCD cameras, and ultra fast pneumatic ejectors with a response time of as low as 1 millisecond. So that's another product that we have, is the Hawkeye 200. Now this is the star for us. This machine does 18 grades in a single pass. It can do 9 grades on holes and 9 grades on pieces. And it can do holes and pieces at the same time. There are 2 sections in the machine. You could run holes on one side, you can run pieces on the other, or you can run holes and pieces on a recall of a single program, on a single button. So the grading accuracy is extremely high. It goes as high as 97% on size, and the color accuracy is about 90%. So this is how the machine looks in one view. This is another view of it. The product is fed on the hopper, comes through the slides, goes through the inspection chamber, and it's collected around the bins. 9 bins on the left, 9 on the right, and some overpass. These are some of the installations that we have in Africa. Some of the installations. Yes. This is another one. These are 8 machines, all integrated from a single point of feeding, goes through the whole line and gets collected automatically. The whole feeding system is automated with level sensors, and on and off. And this is another one. This is Afcot in Ivory Coast. This is a complete collection line. This is Dorado Ivory. Mr. Rajkumar must be here. And this is currently the largest cashew factory in the world. There are 12 machines out there with online collection, and the product directly goes to the UV machines for packing. It's a complete automation. I'd like to play this video.
Spectrum Industries is an internationally recognized manufacturer of cleaning, grading and color sorting machinery for the food processing industry, with complete commitment towards providing the best of service, value and quality to our customers. We have been the pioneer manufacturers of electronic color sorters in India since 1993. We are an ISO 9001 certified company since 2001 and have been certified for the design, manufacture, and supply of color sorters by the British Standard Institute. Our color sorting machines are also Conformity European or CE certified. We have a dedicated in-house research and development department that spearheads the innovation and improvement in machine design, build quality, and performance. Our emphasis has always been on total customer satisfaction, with continuous technological advancement. Today we are the leading manufacturers of full-color, CCD camera-based color sorting machines, of the channel and belt feed type, as optical size graders for products such as cashew nuts, and cleaning and grading machinery for various industries. We provide complete turnkey solutions for processing a wide variety of seeds, nuts and all types of food grains and cereals, ranging in capacities from 1 to 20 tons per hour. The S4001 Maxima is a RGB full-color CCD line scan camera-based color sorting machine, using advanced high-resolution 5400 pixel by 3 trilinear RGB line scan CCD cameras that have a scanning speed of up to 6,000 lines per second. Pentachromatic high-intensity LED solid-state lighting is used for sharp lighting of the product, with extremely long life and consistent operation. The cameras scan the product in the red, green and blue region of light simultaneously, in order to identify even subtle defects in product quality. The S4001 Maxima has the ability to detect and reject over 200,000 objects per minute, with a defect size of even 0.025 mm square. The pentachromatic LED solid-state lighting provides high-intensity stable lighting, with extremely long life, giving the machine the ability to sort multiple products with ease on the same machine, without any requirement whatsoever to change the lighting for sorting multiple products. The machine incorporates a color TFT screen, which is used to display machine parameters and functions, and also the product image with rejection pattern. A complete menu is displayed on the TFT screen for ease of operation and maintenance. At the end of each wiping cycle of the automatic wiping system, which is triggered at user preset intervals, an online self-calibration system is enabled to recalibrate the parameters so as to maintain optimum performance of the machine. A set of up to 40 user-defined programs can be recalled instantly for sorting various type of products, reducing the setup time required when changing over from one type of product being sorted to another. All contact parts are made from stainless steel grade 304 with anodized aluminum chutes, prevent contamination of the product and to maintain proper hygiene. The S4001 Maxima can be used for sorting all types of cereals and grains such as rice, wheat, maize, pigeon peas, green gram, red lentils, cashew nuts, peanuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds and non-food products such as pet flakes, plastic granules. Spectrum Industries provides complete seed processing solutions and develops and manufactures specialized equipment for cleaning, grading, sorting, polishing and treating a variety of seeds, grains and cereals such as wheat, rice, corn, millet, pulses, lentils, pumpkin seeds, watermelon seeds, sesame seeds, Niger seeds, etc. The machinery range includes pre-cleaners, destoners, vacuum type, and pressure type, gravity separators, graders, hours and peeler polishers, dryers. The constraint of access to technology for its growth was solved by having an in-house R&D set up, having the best brains working rigorously to develop new products and to further improve its existing products. Grown into an award-winning manufacturing company, with focus on R&D, intellectual property and innovation in manufacturing of machines for the food processing industry.
Hello, my name is Jim Valeris. I'm an almond grower from South Australia in Australia, Southern Australia. I have recently just installed a colour sorting system that was supplied to me by Spectrum in India. They are based in India, and I am that impressed with not only the product and the quality of workmanship and how the machine works, but the backup support from Jeevan and his team. I invite you to have a look. Very nice.
Why choose Spectrum Industries? Custom designed equipment, tailor-made to your needs, innovative technology, experts to monitor production, prompt delivery schedules, personalized after-sales services, highly competitive prices, complete turnkey solutions for processing coffee, pulses, groundnuts, wheat, various food grains and nuts like cashew nuts, almonds, etc. Over 27 years of experience in manufacturing high-tech machinery for the food processing industry. Choose Spectrum Industries and be assured of complete peace of mind and total support from a very competent team of world-class personnel that is focused on making you a success through innovation.
Dryers with also a recirculation of hot air. We have electrical combination too there. They're multi-level, they're 3-level dryers. And we have the UV machines and the packing machines and the whole range of other machines that we have for the other industries. So some of the awards that we have got over the years and the advantages of turnkey solutions from one vendor as far as post-peeling is concerned, a single point of contact and bringing everything, the accountability to play. And some of our major customers all over the world. And these are our global installations. And that's our address and contact details. So, thank you very much.
Mr. Jeevan. Thanks a lot. So what have changed nanoPix and Spectrum? That before them, a big plant used to take 3 to 5 years to achieve a reasonable level of utilization rate. Because the bottleneck was that manual part, which needs to train, it takes time. So with their intervention, what happened that this utilization rate, which take sometimes 3 to 4 years to reach up to 85% of the utilization rate of your installed capacity, today it's happening so early. Today, within 2 years, you are able to utilize quite efficiently your processing plants. The same thing, and the second part which comes in, also the cost reduction in the cost, and third thing is improved a lot of food safety. So let me invite our sixth speaker, Mr. Nhat Nguyen. He is from Peterson ECO2 Company Limited. In cashew processing, we always have something before final pack that we have to ensure that our product is not having any life infestation and it is not having any other microbiological contamination. And that's why Mr. Nhat is here. So stage is yours, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I am Nhat from ECO2 company. I'm very pleased today here to update you on the microwave inline treatment machine, which was introduced to you last year in Dubai. And let's see what we have after 1 year. Please, next slide. As you may know, the principle of the machine is the electric heating. So it can deliver high temperature in very short time. By that, it can shorten the treatment times and it can save it can shorten your production time compared to the normal way to do fumigation. It takes few days. So now you can do within few hours, something like that. So you can shorten your production process. And besides of that, this technology shows to save a lot of power consumption because in tight electromagnetic power energy convert to thermal energy immediately. So it can run quick for that reason. And also it doesn't cause the shrinkage or the toughening of the food. And flavor state remain in the untrained. And this mentioned a lot in the research of the McGill University in Canada and also the university in US. Of course, we also do the trial and validation. I will show you later in the next slide. And this, I want to update you on the inside side. What we did last year, that we actually did method mentioned in International Plant Protection Convention. This approved this method called the electric heating, approved in the year of 2013. And this mentioned very clear, this is a phytosanitary measure can do for agriculture. And you can see on the table below, this mentioned two methods with the electric heating, that's the radio frequency and microwave. But we choose the microwave. For the validation of the insecticide, we did with the support and cooperate under SES in Vietnam. We do for all stage of the insect and double check and the time to wait for the eggs also, and we we have the certificate from SES. Next slide, please. And for the microbial control, actually we did with TUV and Control Union for the test many times, and in the end we find out 3 settings for the machine. You can see here the table mentioned the setting parameter at 80 degrees, 90 degrees, 100 degrees for the same position time in 2.5 minutes. And with this test, we can see the log reduction can get, you can see in the setting 2 and setting 3, around 4.1 to 4.9 log reduction. actually, why we choose E. coli and Salmonella? The E. coli that is common in poor hygienic production, and for the Salmonella that is reportedly resistant bacteria, mostly in nuts. That reason we choose Salmonella and E. coli. And next slide, please. And here, this is a picture we have so far. We shown to the Vietnam market and Africa market. And in Vietnam, we do some video, and also in Africa. But please accept this video. Other videos, we need the permission from the customer before I show you here. Can you have to place the video? You can see the product temperature before, prior to the machine, around 29 degrees Celsius. This machine capacity can handle 2 metric ton minimum per hour. And we are making the capacity with 3 metric ton per hour. You can see the temperature in each compartment increase, and at the outlet point, the temperature gets below 65 or 70 degrees. And then the cashew kernel transfer to cooling conveyor belt. This is the inlet point of conveyor belt, cooling conveyor. And this machine runs automatically and can monitor as long as you connect the internet connection to the machine, and you can see the state of the machine, any mistake, malfunction or speed, everything you can do online. This is the outlet point of the kernel after go through the cooling conveyor. Color unchanged with this temperature for the fumigation purpose. As you can see, this the temperature before packing product. Yeah. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nhat. I have one question. Please be on the stage here. Yes. Here. Mr. Nhat, is it safe to say your machine is a fumigation machine, but at the same time it is also a pasteurization machine?
Yeah, that's a good question. That actually the machine we make for the insect control, mean fumigation purpose, can save the time for the customer compared to the conventional fumigation. But when I come to Africa, Africa companies want to know if the machine can do with the pasteurizing. And that region we do with TUV and control union and SES. For the several tests to find out the setting parameters, of course, unchange the color of the cashew. And we can see it work with the setting temperature at 90 degrees. So for your question, maybe you confuse the machine it can be called the fumigation machine or pasteurizing machine. Actually, it depends on the purpose you use. The machine you can use for the insert in Vietnam, mostly we use for the insert control. But in Africa, you can do with the pasteurizing, let's say, because you want to control microorganism. And in some customer, they want to use the machine for drying purpose, because we did a lot of tests for the drying function. We find out with the normal convention heating, drying process takes few hours to get, let's say, 5% reduce of the moisture. But go to this machine, it can do within a few minutes or 10 minutes, something like that. So it can save a lot of time for pricing processing of the customer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nhat. Please, thank you. Processing country or wherever the processing is happening, cashew shell is always a big trouble. And these days, a lot of shell is processed everywhere. So we have among us one of the equipment suppliers who address the need of the cashew shell processing. I would like to invite Mr. Ankur Chitroda from GOYUM Group. Please, stage yours, sir.
Hello. Susday, Cambodia. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ankur Chitroda and I am representing GOYUM Group India. We are based in the northern part of India and we have special expertise in oil extraction, either edible or non-edible, oil extraction, refineries, solvent extraction plants, and animal feed plants. So we were established in 1971. In over 5 decades, we have our footprints across 63 countries, spread over 6 continents. We are based in India, but we have our spare offices in many countries, including Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, Mali. We are also having a spare part office in Ethiopia and Latin America. We are here to present CNSL extraction technology. As you are all aware, when the cashews are processed, raw cashews, you generate around 60 to 70% of shells, and these are largely considered as waste. So this technology is just a value addition to your existing shelling line. Instead of burning the shells directly, you can process them and add value. So without wasting much time, we will go through the video.
Welcome to GOYUM Group. Here is a glimpse of GOYUM cashew nut shell liquid extraction plant. We will walk you through the different stages of CNSL extraction unit. The first step is the cleaning section. The shells pass through a rotary magnet, which will automatically separate all the metallic impurities. Now, the clean shells enter the conditioning section, where the shells are conditioned using indirect steam from the boiler. Once the shells are conditioned, they enter the pressing section. GOYUM offers a variety of presses for CNSL extraction ranging from 15 tons per day to 35 tons per day. This is the steam generation section. The pressed cashew shell cake is sent to storage and is used as a fuel for steam generation. GOYUM offers both vertical as well as horizontal boilers on multiple fuels. The raw CNSL is pumped from the underground tank to the reaction vessel. In the reaction vessel, the CNSL is heated using steam and allowed to rest to settle the impurities. These settled impurities are drained out to get clarified treated CNSL. Applications of CNSL. It is widely used as a biofuel for diesel engines. It is also used in friction linings and as anti-corrosive coating in paint industry. Applications of cashew shell cake. It is widely used as a soil conditioner, as a growing medium and biomass briquette for combustion. You can generate excellent wealth using CNSL extraction in collaboration with GOYUM. Now you can view the capabilities of GOYUM.
And now I'm going to invite our last speaker, Mr. Kristoffer Dahlinger. He's going to share some updates on food safety and other regulations in EU. And definitely he's going to comment a little bit on how these technologies are actually helping the market requirements. Thank you. Stage is yours, sir.
Thank you so much. How these technologies will affect cashew kernels will be my last slide. So my name is Chris Dahlinger. I have been the cashew trader at August Toepfer in Hamburg, Germany for the last 13 years. Today I will say something about recent regulations within the European Union. As you all might know, Germany is has a leading role within the European Union. Last year, a law that come into account that come into effect, which is called German Supply Chain Due Diligence Law. It's a very complicated and long term, but in German it's even worse because it's just one massive word. Basically, the aim is that companies shall have an eye on human rights and environmental protection, such as no child labor, no forced labor, fair wages, clean water, and so on. Initially, this law was for companies with a minimum 3,000 employees, but the retail chains that just passed the duties to the supply chain. So to us, for example, we as August Toepfer, we are a big company, we can handle it, but there are many small companies that cannot handle this, and this is a problem. This year, a new law will come into effect. It also has a very long and complicated name. It's similar to the German law, but on a European Union level. It's applicable to companies with a minimum 500 employees. The core of this law is to identify negative impacts in the countries where we do source our kernels from, and it shall give injured parties the possibility for compensation. This is not happening right now, but I'm sure it will happen somewhere in far future. This will come. Right now, the European Commission and the other institutions are just negotiating the details of this law. In the European Union, the pesticides laws are changed a couple of times per year. Chlorpyrifos and pyrimifos are two names that I do hear quite often, also in my company. But more important to me is MOSH and more. By now we only had the guidance values, but in future we will have a binding maximum levels. As we can see, more max 1 and MOSH max 5. This gives us clear rules, so if the goods go into inspection and we receive the result, they will either be in spec or out of spec, so we have a clear rule for everybody. In general, in the European Union, the demand for GFSI certifications such as BSc, IFS, FSSC and so on are increasing continuously, and also social certifications like SEDEX and SMETA are becoming more and more important. The European Union is working on a whole bunch of new laws. Here just some of them: deforestation law, natural restoration law. Switzerland is starting to adopt its laws to the European Union. So there's much happening, and this will keep us active for the next years. To come to the technologies that we have seen, they are important. They are important to cashew quality, and they must be controlled. A percentage of max 10% is mandatory. Moisture max 5% is mandatory. European clients are getting more and more picky every day, every week, every month, that these parameters shall not exceed AFI levels. Foreign material also is a no-go in whole kernels, also in pieces. Color deviation, yeah, okay, we talk about it, but it also can be controlled and must be controlled. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was quite clear and crisp on the need of code of conduct, the healthy conditions for the workers, worker safety, ethical compliance, food safety, global food safety initiative, recognized schemes, and what the European world is looking for, the quality, and how the technologies, I'm very happy to say these technologies are very, very helpful in achieving those. Okay, now, before I open the stage for questions, I have one comment. I saw here a different level of equipment suppliers. We have 3 trunky players. We have 3 expertise in each some specific sections. When anyone starts a new business, they have 2 choices. One is to go for trunky, and many of these days people go for trunky. That means if the trunky don't know what other things are also there, it's very tough for them to equate everything. I was very happy to see in last few years that some trunky projects include other equipment suppliers also in the planning phase, but then it's still not enough. So there's a big room on coordination. Yesterday we talked a lot about coordination and competition. At least those suppliers who are not in competitive nature, I saw here clear 3 different segments. Someone who is experts on equipment, processing equipment, but then we have very specialized supplier of sorters, and then we have multi-graders. All are in complementary nature, and all together make a big sense to a processor, a emerging processor. So I'll leave this on the stage, you need not to respond. And I'm very happy to take questions from the audience. Any questions? If not, then let me ask 2 questions from the panel. My first question goes to MEYER. In the last few years, as you've seen, as I talk about the trunky purchases, under trunky purchases, many of the buyers actually buy your equipment through trunky arrangements. Some of them, they know, yeah, this is MEYER machine, but they don't know the contact details. When they have trouble, how they should approach? Should they approach you directly when they even didn't bought directly from you? So how you and trunky coordinate together to serve the purpose better?
Thanks for the question. Actually, for different markets, the situation is different. For example, for our Vietnam, India market, we sell the machines through our local agent distributor. But for Africa, more than 80% and 90%, the orders we close with the customers directly. But at the same time, some customers then prefer to buy the sorters through our friend, maybe like Vietmold, maybe like Siem way. First, maybe because the payment issue. Second, maybe because of the shipping issue. And sometimes it's because they do not know me, they do not know us. But it means we are open. We are open for this cooperation way. But for me, from my perspective, the most important thing is we need to discuss in advance, share information in advance. For example, to which project, to which customer, for which final price. Because we need to discuss in advance, and then can we make a balanced environment between each other. For us, we get orders. For customers, they get correct models and good service maintenance from the original supplier. And for the like shelling supplier, peeling supplier, they get some reasonable profit. So inclusion, I think it's a good way. This is what we are expecting, and this is what we are doing. We think it's benefits to all the three parties. This is my ideas for this.
Thank you, thank you. I think there is a need for more transparencies. These days I find it's quite good. Like when equipment supplied by Trunky, they know this is coming from this company, but it belongs to them. And I was very happy to see even some of our main Trunky suppliers, they are very open. Even when they quote, they put there that this is from MEYER, and that's a great thing. And I would like to see more, this is happening with other suppliers too. Now my next question is for GOYUM, for CNSL side. Ankur, there are so many plants which are coming in Africa, other places also, which are near to the population. And there is a perception that when we process cashew shell, there's always a lot of volatiles which has very intense smell. And that's one of the reasons they feel if I put my processing plant just in the vicinity of my plant, that may be not good for the population who's living around. How you address this problem?
During shell processing, yes, there are fumes and odors, especially at the crushing section and the clarification section. But we have advanced ventilation technologies which can be applied to suck out these fumes and odors, and they will be released at least at beyond a height of 100 feet. So at this height they will be diluted, and the working environment will remain conducive and won't have any negative impact on the health of the workers or neighborhood.
So that means you have technology solutions to address this problem.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Now I will take one question. Yes. So we take maximum 2 questions, and then I think we are going to stop there.
Okay, again, good morning. Introduce myself again. My name is Dara, the president of Cambodia Cashew Federation. So, and thank you all for today. And then, you know, I still see that a lot of people are interested in technology, innovation, and food safety. So, my question is going to all the panelists, not only one panelist. So, you can say, as you know, that Cambodia is one of the biggest producing cashew nut country in the world. And then most of our cashew nut is exporting to other country. And now we are starting the processing, you know, like let's say 5% of nearly 1 million ton or something like that, just rough information. And my question is going to all of you, especially you have high technology, you know, like spectrum, nanoPix, you know, and you have also MEYER and other to do all extraction, something like that. And then now we are from the beginning. So it's not about a question, but what will be your advice? For example, like, you know, the people in Cambodia, we are doing processing. We don't want to take risk. You know, we know that your machine is a little bit expensive, you know. And then, we are thinking, what will be your advice to start from the beginning? Let's say we will invest a lot of money, but what will be the benefit? And whenever we buy, normally, you know, our processor, we are worried. One thing is about the price, and another thing about responsive. So, for example, like, you know, some people, they buy the machine, but there's no response, you know, like just the machines come, but no technology, no people to support, and we don't know anything, you know, if the high technology like that. Yeah. So, again, what will be your advice for us from the beginning?
Thank you, Mr. Andara. So, how to start? If someone don't know anything, how he start, how he approach? I think we can take only two responses. It's very tough. Everyone will speak because it's just startup. So let's see.
Thank you for your question about it's like the service after sale to sell the machine from Vietnam or from China to Cambodia. So we are a manufacturer from Vietnam, and we have to sell to more than 15 countries on the world. Like we have the office in Côte d'Ivoire, with more than 50 Vietnam technicians to work around West Africa and East Africa. So from IVC, we send to Benin, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and Tanzania and Mozambique. So Africa is far and the cost is more expensive, like from Vietnam to Cambodia. And we look forward to the simple machine for maintenance, for operation. So right now, we have the machine outside of the conference. If you have time, you can visit us and we'll show you more detail about our service. Thank you.
Thank you. We can take one more intervention. That's it.
Any missionary across in cashew industry does need support in terms of training customers, the maintenance schedule, and then eventually the service in terms of breakdown. So what I've observed is across all the customers, they do have one or two technicians that they keep with them who are getting trained by the supplier company, by which you are able to keep the machinery well. So that is one perspective from the customer side. The other perspective is, of course, every machinery company will have to have their presence across where they do supply and ensure proper support is provided. And third, with the technology that has come in terms of the video calls or the online connectivity and all that, it has become easier compared to before in terms of providing and calibrating devices from various locations without having to send a person. So in 3 layers, I think we will be able to provide good amount of valuable service to the customer to get value out of the machines they have invested on.
Thank you, Shashi. And Mr. Andara, I suggest whenever you think about technologies, first you should understand what technology means, there are a lot of availability, and then improve your ability to know how to source. So, and that's not difficult. These days, a lot of technical assistance is around, which can be taken care of, your needs, and in the new emerging origins, that capacity to know what is available and how to get the right one. So I just take it from here. I think I will not take more questions at the time. We are almost on time. But the panel is always there outside. You please reach to them. And I would like to say thank you to every panelist here, as well as WCC for organizing this, bringing different equipment suppliers together, better coordination. Still competition is there. Yes.
Yes, a big thank you, and thank you, Mr. Shaktipal, sir, for steering this so beautifully. Let me remind you once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final day of the World Cashew Conference. As you step out of the venue, please make sure that you look at the beautiful piece of engineering that CMV has laid out for you towards the exit of this venue. They've put in a lot of hard work to bring this marvel to you. Have a look. As for every other manufacturer and service provider that's on stage, I think very, very beautifully put, Sasisekar, sir. I hope that rests your queries, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request Mr. Shaktipal to present a memento to each one of our speakers for having taken out their precious time to be here with us. And we would like to start by presenting a memento to Mr. Nam Nguyen. Mr. Nhat Nguyen Van. Gentlemen, may I request you all to please step forward for a group picture. Everyone, please step forward for a group picture. And I would like to invite on stage Ms. Chum Chan Lakhena from PIL Shipping to present a memento to Mr. Shaktipal. Let's have you on the stage, Ms. Chum Chan Lakhena. Thank you everyone, thank you gentlemen, thank you ma'am for a group picture. And now